Hi, Faraj. I meet today co-founder of EYWA protocol, and please help me. You now also.
I'm a chief commercial officer of
Yeah.
Fantom blockchain.
Oh, yeah.
It's layer 1 out of Abu Dhabi, the only licensed and chain that has a license from ADGM out of Abu Dhabi. We're focused on real world assets, on stablecoin initiatives in different governments, and 100k TPS blockchain.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the EYWA protocol? I saw that you have a great news. You join Curve and you make a collaboration with them. And as I know, you already do a soft launch. And what is your next goal? What is your next plan?
Yeah, so the soft launch has happened. We have a little bit of liquidity just to test our product. The collaboration with Curve, obviously, an investment from Mikhail himself into us, with future partnership as being one of the official bridges of Curve, boosted us in the media, also boosted us across the DeFi ecosystem. We believe that one of the biggest issues that we had in DeFi is liquidity fragmentation, and EYWA solves this issue where the projects and users do not really need to think on which chain they are. Like they can market to any chain users, and they can quickly buy the token utilizing any stable coin, and utilizing the Curve liquidity pools like 3CRV and 3Crypto. We let the users of Curve or any other protocol also to forget that there are different chains, and in a decentralized way perform the transaction. So our original goal was to build the most decentralized bridge out there. We're testing with 150 validators. The closest competitor is around 75, which is Axelar. So, and we would like to be to reach 300, 400 validators on the mainnet launch short after. So, and secondly, of course, is to be the most efficient protocol there, utilizing the Curve liquidity pools.
Cool. How I can, is it possible that general users can join validators, or can they provide the liquidity, and what API I have for example, if I provide some stable liquidity?
I think you will have pretty high APR, both in case you will become a validator, because there will be very large APRs on the staking, and it will be with a curve that will increase. So initially there will be a limited amount of validators, and the staking APR will be super high, and then it will be decreasing up until we will reach 150 plus validators, and then we'll reconsider the APR yield, but it will be definitely very lucrative. For the liquidity, it's the same. So depending on how and which chains we're connecting, we might need our own liquidity as well. For that, we'll have a bonding round as well opened up, because some of the chains that we're connecting and supporting might not have
How many chains
liquidity
are you planning to connect?
So initially we started with 6 largest EVM chains by liquidity. And on the data protocol side, for the messaging, we support more. We support Fantom as well. We also supported Aurora. We support even Harmony. So on the data protocol side, but we do not connect them to liquidity yet. So, and we will be supporting any chain that Curve will have partnership with, because to utilize Curve liquidity. And our partnership with Curve is quite deep. We're working together with their team, technical team, to create the best cross-chain solution for their users and our users.
Can you share with me some numbers of APY? How much I can earn if I provide liquidity in the pools?
At the moment, it will be all finalized once the final EYWA DEX 2.0 will be launched. But I'm sure for the early liquidity providers, it will be very high API. initially, and with the bonding curve, of course the APR will be dropping. But we're looking on all the like ways to bring the liquidity in the protocol, but obviously the major bet is on the liquidity of the curve itself.
Do you think it will be competitive with Uniswap V4?
Curve itself is working on their versions of the competition to Uniswap V4, and we're working with them to make those those products cross-chain. So, I think, like in general, it will be pretty competitive. They have a little bit different approaches, and I believe that both of those solutions will have place in the market. But I definitely believe that Curve team has a lot to offer on any DeFi protocol side.
What do you think about the current stage, current situation of the market?
Current situation in the market is it's like deep crypto winter. So the liquidity has evaporated from the retail. The liquidity has gone also from the large liquidity providers. The large VCs and liquidity providers of the past also are having issues with returns to their investors and returns to GP and LPs from the VC side. So they are not really entering the market. So everyone now is looking for like big institutions to come in, like BlackRock, Fidelity, and some others. Once this the spot ETFs of the Bitcoin will be approved, so there will be a huge number of other institutions that will start kind of trading or start putting like more of their capital allocations towards Bitcoin and ETH and large cap coins. And by that time, also DeFi, the next DeFi summer will emerge. And I believe that the core DeFi products like 1inch, like Kinetex, like EYWA, like other guys that are on the market, providing some solutions and support to the already large protocols like Uniswap and Curve and others, they will grow really, really fast, really quickly, because DeFi is the closest to conventional finance, and conventional finance sooner or later will want their own DeFi arm, right? So JP Morgan can buy you, Citibank can buy some other DeFi protocol, because they need experts, they need people who know from the inside how to build products, and they need also the IPs to have it for their clients, right? And that's when you forget about liquidity. That's when you do not need to pay APRs to anyone. You just provide a solution that creates a seamless environment for the trades, that sorts out the issues of cross-border payments, that sorts out the issues of lending protocol, can sort out the issues of the derivatives trading on the conventional side. The real-world assets can become the assets against which the trading can happen within the big institutions. So, and it all can be done on the DeFi trustless environment with validators that might not be like publicly distributed. Maybe there will be some like private and then hybrid forms of that. But in my opinion, the next big wave will be institutionalization of entire crypto and plus DeFi.
Do you think the next big wave will be the same time when we'll have some kind of more clear regulations? Is it connected between these like two tasks?
I definitely believe that the era of Wild West is slowly coming to the end. Still, looking at Twitter, many people feel that it's not going to happen, but the regulations will come. Institutions will not come if they're afraid that government will penalize them and will put them in jail. The the C-level team for breaching some laws. So that's why both KYT, AML, and regulations from different countries will come. And those who will embrace it, and that's why I've actually joined Venom, is because they have a license from Abu Dhabi. They have also plans to be regulated, fully regulated. An exchange, VenomX, is also having a license and will be also regulated in some shape or form. And this will be the future, because the blockchain is not adopted by the corporate world. I was in oil and gas conference last week at ADIPEC, largest in the region. They do not really think about blockchain as a technology to be adopted, because there is no regulation around it. No one wants to come close to some unregulated financial assets that can bring their business in danger. But they will work as technology partners, and will be happy to work with technology partners that are regulated, that you know that by working with them, government will not come after them. And this will be just a risk management side from big institutions and corporate clients.
Yeah, I also think so.
Yeah, I mean, regulation is coming. I mean, and to be honest, many DeFi guys really believe that this will be the end of the pure DeFi paradise. You know, when there is no regulators, anyone can do whatever they want. But it's just part of growing up, right? Internet, for example, of 1990s was full of anything can do anything type thing, and the companies didn't want to utilize this internet and bring them into, because there were no standards, it was very risky, there were a lot of viruses, the entire infrastructure was not ready. Then the big companies came in, started to put, of course, there was a dot-com bubble when everyone realized the potential of internet, and the same can happen in crypto. Someone can say that these previous DeFi, previous bull runs were also kind of had some analogy with dot-com bubbles. But in my opinion, the big bubble will come later, when everyone will start introducing blockchain in their own business, and they will not call it .com, but .eth or .something, and Microsoft.eth is a new thing because we will change. It might happen. I don't know if it will happen, but some new companies will be having super high valuations, and people realize that it's out of proportion. Blockchain is not going to change the world tomorrow, but definitely it will. And same like AI, a new technology that might change the world big time in 10, 20 years. And unfortunately, the entire industry is only 5 years old. So there are no super big experts. The super top guys that everyone was believing that they're almost like a religious figure, like SBF for many people, turned out complete scam, right? So without proper, would you as a FTX investor, would you like FTX to be regulated in a way that they would check their books, for example? That they would not be allowed to have Alameda with unliquidated accounts, right? So if there would be a thing in the regulation written out that any exchange should not have any unliquidated accounts, and there is on-chain control of this to happen, this will be a good regulation for everyone, right? This FTX scandal wouldn't have happened. So regulations could be bad and wrong, but it could be also for the benefit of the population and for everyone. So, I myself, I do not want to have my career in a company like FTX, for example, when you have you think it's going to be super big thing, next big thing, billions of dollars investments, and you consider yourself being in a safe corporate environment, and then tomorrow you are part of huge scam, right? And everyone is making fun of you, right? That you were working with people like SBF and Carol, and 2-3 months ago they were considered to be totally normal. They were entering any Senate building trying to lobby U.S. government, but just a few months after they are convicted criminals. So I don't know, convicted or not yet, but towards that.
We also believe in Kinetex that future of mass adoption is first regulation. So as soon as we have clear vision of regulations, and not only the big companies can enter there with a license and everything, that's just general business, like all the online shops and the governments can accept conversion between fiat money and cryptocurrency. That's the door when we can talk about the mass adoptions.
No, 100%. Mass adoption can come from bottom and can come from top. So at Venom, for example, we believe that there is a way from the top when mass adoption can happen by talking to governments and having stable coins initiatives, not CBDCs, which will be super long, because the central bank will not risk the financial system of entire country to be put on blockchain with very limited information about what is blockchain in general. Like, we need to understand in crypto that people do not understand what blockchain is. They only hear about scams, they only hear about speculation, they only hear about some things that is happening somewhere there, but at this and Bitcoin, right? but people do not understand what is there, that they don't understand the blockchain technology, what actually it is all about, etc. But governments understand that there is a lot of good usage to that, right? So they can create the pilot programs with few commercial banks in the country that they will send fiat. The banks will issue stable coins, fiat backed, and it will be a test, right? Ahead of full CBDCs, for example. And and then they will issue the wallets to the citizens, maybe with decentralized ID as well, and millions and millions of people will have their own decentralized wallets, right? And then you airdrop your game token to those wallets, and then they start playing Tetris or some Candy Crush, earning some small NFTs that you can combine to create an NFT. Like, I was speaking with CEO of Animoca. He has this subsidiary in France that does exactly that. Like, converts Web2 users into Web3. And once you have 100 million users from Indonesia having this wallet, not knowing anything about Web3, but they will start playing game, they slowly start going into the Web3 ecosystem. That's top-down approach. Bottom-up approach, it's like ChatGPT, right? You create a product, it is insanely good. So the time to 100 million, it's 30 days. 100 million users instead of years and years for other tech products. For TikTok, it took I think 2 years. For Instagram, it took 5 or 6 years. But ChatGPT did it in 30 days. So another thing, like decentralized social media, like Lens protocol or something like that, might just Friendtech was something like that, but for crypto-only people, right? But the next, Steppen, for example, literally brought a lot of people that knew nothing about crypto, and they started having these sneakers and running, right? And those people became who made some money on it. They went and made their grandmothers to go with their phone because they wanted to get some money. So this is bottom-up approach. And DeFi is very far from both. So if you think that cross-chain bridge or you guys or some others would be a super top opportunity for people to bring millions of people, maybe not initially, but having your technology in a wallet like 1inch, maybe yes, right? Because 1inch as a wallet, everyone needs to send money and spend money and exchange, and within that ecosystem, if it is decentralized, if it is convenient and user friendly. I remember myself when I came into crypto, I was watching, like I downloaded MetaMask like 3-4 times. Every time I was looking on this symbol of ETH, it already was putting me away. I don't want to do anything with this, Let me just ask someone to transfer some money. Like why I need to go on exchange? I mean, what is this? Where to buy this Ethereum? And then you open up and see, oh, Ethereum transaction costs $15 and I only want to put like 20, right? So this is like user unfriendly. And a lot of products, even in DeFi, are user unfriendly. So they believe that the more you put in, the better. But in fact, they don't need it. Like I was speaking with Sergey from 1inch yesterday. He was fighting with their wallet product team to remove unnecessary things, because it creates complexity. He tells them that I want to see this. I want to see it easy. The people that would come in, that they have just few swipes to do their transaction. That's what they want. So that's, in short, what I believe from where the mass adoption can come.
Super. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.